Hey guys, what's going on? It's weekly podcast, Level Up.
What is good, everybody in the neighborhood?
Yeah, this is episode 2. For those of you that are just joining us, thanks for the views. Thanks for joining us.
The total 6 of you, but we love you. We love you very much.
So to start off today, this is an ever evolving podcast. You know, this is the first time we're doing this, so we'll for the first couple weeks at least, we'll be doing some changes. The first one is that I need to fix up the editing part. Didn't do too good a job last time. Didn't fit my standards, but had to get it out there. So I'll work more on that.
Probably also make it shorter, because the last one was like an hour long.
Yeah.
So this one will probably run around like 30 minutes rather than 59 like the last one did.
Yeah, but we'll be adjusting that number. And we'll take any comments from you guys if you want. Like, if you want to see changes, like any ideas, just shoot them our way, and we'll do our best to see if they'll work with our podcast.
So, audience, please send us your comments.
Yes. Positive or negative. We need them all. We need all the criticisms we can get.
Positive, please. Could really use them.
All right, Matt. He is going to have to depart us today. He's got some prior engagements that he needs to handle. So, Matt, before you go, you plan on doing any, playing anything next coming weeks?
Yeah. If next coming weeks, when The Evil Within comes out on October 8th, that I shall probably get and play. Has Aliens Isolation come out this month?
Yep. Comes out the 21st, I think.
I think I just saw a playthrough, a first part of it, and I thought it will beat Colonial Marines in the Scary Division.
Oh man, you could. This glass right here beats Colonial Marines. That game was bad.
That dead mouse in the corner could beat Colonial Marines.
Yeah, we should probably get that up. But
Okay. On another note, continuing. That I want to strap down with some Dead Space 2, and yeah, that and The Evil Within. Other than that, nada.
if you do you still have that capture software?
No. After my old computer exploded in voracious hellfire. No. I know. I mean, granted, it was a free thing, and I could probably find it again on the internet somewhere.
All right. Because if you really wanted to, we could do a not a walkthrough, but we could do a playthrough of Dead Space if you wanted. And Evil Within would be good since it's a new game. If you're down for that, I mean.
The thing is, when it comes to walkthroughs, I'm not exactly. When it comes to Dead Space, it's not as scary. I mean, it's still scary, but I don't have the same. Like, especially in 2, I know where every freaking thing is. Especially in 1, I know where every item is. I know where every door is. I know where the enemies are gonna pop up. When's a jump scare? When's not a jump scare? I just know when everything's happening. Except in 3, because I haven't played 3 in like forever. When I finally played 3, I forgot a bunch of stuff, and I just ugh.
All right, then I guess we could probably do it for. I might get Colonial Marines. It's 50-50, not Colonial Marines. Alien Isolation. If
There's no guns in that game.
Nope.
You hide, and it's pretty much the Amnesia Outlast scenario. It's where there's aliens, and you're Ripley's daughter,
and you're hiding the entire time,
and you have to run and hide from the aliens.
However, there are certain segments in the game where you're fighting like the crazy cyborgs, like from the first movie, but that's very short segments. But that doesn't come out till the 21st, so we have time to discuss that.
Yeah, but looking promising.
Yes.
If I had to say, it looks promising.
I'd agree with that assessment.
Aliens are a lot scarier when you don't have a pulse rifle in hand with a flamethrower.
Yeah, that makes it much more scary when
and you're hiding in a closet and like you can see it. It's like looking through the slits at you, and you're like, what's gonna get me?
Yeah, the AI is very sophisticated in that game. I'm interested in taking a look at it in the next coming weeks.
And the motion sensor is better.
Yeah, better in every way.
Oh my god, I was like, oh, I can actually see where the alien is. But all that good stuff. Yeah, my jimmies got tightened when I saw that.
Yeah, I will also, I'm not sure about my Twitch uploads. They've dropped off substantially the past couple weeks, but I've been playing Diablo and Destiny. I know you guys, there's thousands of videos for both those online, so we'll probably hold off on that for a while.
But dude, though, Evil Within, though, can't wait to start that madness.
Yeah, I'll sit down and watch you play it.
Fetal position in the corner, calling it in like
First 20 minutes?
first 20 minutes.
Alright, yep. Alright, fair enough. I'll watch you play it.
No, you won't. I won't let you. You kidding? I'd be like, Josh, get out of my room.
We'll discuss the logistics of that later. But
Granted, my TV, my Xbox are in the living room, so I don't know how I'll do that. I'll just put a chair on her door.
that would not be fun.
I'll give you 3 cans of Mountain Dew, box of cookies. I'll be like, see you in 5 hours.
Alright, so I guess that probably wraps it up for this portion. Matt's got a dip set. He's got to roll out.
Roll out and
Transform and roll out.
No, I was gonna say something like roll out, schmo out, but that doesn't make any bit of sense. So, I guess so. All right, audience. Well, love you guys. I will see you on a later date, probably next episode. Right now, my buddy Josh will keep you company, keep you warm. So snuggle up.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks for joining us for the week, Matt. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Josh with you. Matt has departed from the podcast for today. This will be an abbreviated podcast since it's just me. So I guess now we'll go on to reviews. There's not much in the way of me personally playing games. Just more Destiny. I've kind of broken the hold on Destiny. Broken the hold that Destiny has on me, rather. I started playing Battlefield again. I was playing some more MLB 14. And today, I picked up StarCraft 2, and again, I've played StarCraft 2 in the past. That's always fun to play. Just hop in. If you're a beginner, just hop into like a game of like just normal game, casual, just have fun. Then I also started playing Hearthstone, which is it's called Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft, which is it's another Blizzard game. It's a card game. The cards are based on World of Warcraft. So they had a DLC come out. It's called Naxxramas. I've never played World of Warcraft, but I'm told that's a pretty big boss from that game. I know things like Leroy Jenkins because that's just a pop culture reference. I get that. So yeah, I've been enjoying both of those games. Battlefield, it's Battlefield. You'll love it. You'll love it one minute. The next minute it'll make you want to blow your brains out. But that's basically Destiny has. I don't think I've actually played Destiny in the past 2 days, maybe even 3. Yeah, I think 3 days it's been since I played Destiny. There's been some changes to it. Nothing huge that's gonna bring me back right now. Like none of the updates are gonna be like, oh, I gotta go play this right now. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna give it a rest. Maybe come back to it next week or so. Give it a whirl. But I'll probably just stick to StarCraft, Hearthstone. Picking up Hearthstone was actually a really good choice. It's free to play. All you need to do is just log on to BattleNet, which is like the launcher that Blizzard put out there for all their games. The free to play card game, deck builder. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, great. If you like Magic, this is basically just an online version of that. Real simple. None of the crazy rules that Magic has. But that's basically what I've been playing since the last podcast. There's some news out there that's not groundbreaking. Nothing like the Mojang purchase by Microsoft that we went over last week. But some highlights. Sticking with Blizzard, Project Titan, which was kind of like a code name for a game that they were developing, was canned over the past week. Apparently, it was some sort of sci-fi shooter MMO. An idea out there was it was World of StarCraft, but that's canned. Apparently, it just wasn't fun and they couldn't fix it. So they're like, we're done with this. We're gonna wash our hands in it. We're done. I don't know much about it, so I can't really comment on like how big of an impact this is going to have to Blizzard. I doubt it. They're going to have a big one because in October they're having a new expansion come out for World of Warcraft called I think it's Fields of Draenor or something like that. It's just another expansion pack. I'm sure a bunch of people will go out, buy it, play it, love it. But another big thing sticking with, I guess, with PC is that Rise: Son of Rome, previously an Xbox One exclusive. It's a hack and slash based on. I wouldn't say it's purely based on historical, but I mean, it takes place in Rome. You're Roman, you go around fighting. I believe I'm not sure if it's people and monsters, but it was plagued with problems when it released. It wasn't very innovative. It was just kind of more of the same. There was a lot of microtransactions that kind of rubbed people the wrong way. But now, and there's also DLC that came out with it that I'm not really even sure a whole lot of people bought. But it's coming to PC now. It's no longer an Xbox One exclusive. I guess it was sort of a time exclusive. But it's coming to PC. It's going to run at 60 frames per second, and it only ran 30 on console. All the DLC is going to be coming with it. It's just going to be one solid purchase. When you buy the game, you're going to get all the DLC. Microtransactions are gone. There's been a bunch of patches that fix the bugs, so you're getting a clean version of the game that people didn't have on Xbox whenever the game first came out. Also, for those of you still out there playing Destiny, I'm sure you're well aware that the loot cave's been fixed. You guys had to have known that was coming sooner or later. They just don't let exploits like that last. I mean, and personally, in my opinion, I didn't think it was that fun. I mean, you'll see people in the Cosmos room sitting there for hours just constantly murdering the Hive, and just ammo and loot drops just litter this cave. But that's been fixed. They're in the next patch. They're addressing a issue to where on strikes that the loot drops don't tend to really match up. It might not even be on strikes. It might be overall. But like, say you kill a level 25 enemy, you're getting a green that like level requirement's level 4, and then you just break it down into either weapon parts or whatever your class material is, and you just don't think about it. You're just like, oh, another green, just gonna break this down now. But that's all I know about that patch. I'd have to look at the patch notes. I'm not even sure they've been released yet, to be honest with you. Speaking of patches, Tuesday, probably by the time you guys are listening to this podcast, there's going to be a large Battlefield 4 update. It's called the Fall Patch. It's the biggest patch that this game will ever receive. It's ever gotten or it ever will receive for the rest of its life. Huge sweeping changes are coming to the game. The damage on every gun is being adjusted, so it takes one more bullet to kill people. This is helping with the netcode. so you won't see as much of you round the corner. You're instantly dead. They call them one-frame kills, where you see the guy and you're dead. Or a popular thing with shotguns, which I've been using recently, is you'll shoot. Like you'll see the animation for you shooting the gun, but you'll be killed and he'll still have 100 health, and you know that you hit him. You see blood come out, of your enemy and everything, but it won't have registered on his, which is a client-side, server-side problem that they're fixing with this. A lot of netcode updates have been. There's a total wrapped into this one patch. There's a total of 26 CTE patches, which for those of you who don't know is a community test environment, which is servers on PC that get test patches. They get test patches, like, so that way once they get everything worked out to, like, they'll gun balance issues they'll throw into CTE. Before Dragon's Teeth came out, actually, they put all the guns in CTE, the Deagle, all those guns, and they're like, here, test them. This is how we have them now. We'll tweak them from what you guys are saying, and we'll take the game data and we'll put it into the final release, the vanilla version. Like now, they're playing the Last Stand maps, the Final Stand maps, which are the final, quote unquote, final DLC for Battlefield 4 announced to come out. But yeah, it's 26 CTE patches all wrapped into one. There's going to be changes to grenades, explosives in general, actually. Let's see what else is there. The damage, bunch of netcode improvements. If you go to Battlelog, you can see the entire patch notes. I mean, it's long. You're going to spend like 45 minutes just skimming through the thing to find out what you want. Level Cap, he's a YouTuber. He put out a video that's a very, it's like a rundown of the major sweeping changes, so go there. And that's probably it for news, honestly. Been a rather, it's actually picked up a little bit from what news normally is, but this podcast might be actually a little short today because I don't have anybody to talk to here. What releases? One more thing about news. There was I'm not sure if it was a study or if it was just statistics that were released. Apparently, video game consoles, everything from like the Wii to the PS4, that's how people consume their media, such as YouTube, Netflix. That is the largest medium for how people consume their online, the stuff that you used to be able to get on your computer. It is now accessed through apps on consoles, which is where translating this into the largest medium for things such as Netflix, Hulu, if you're in the United States, Hulu, and YouTube. Which is a big, I wouldn't say surprise, but it's a very interesting statistic. Because, like I said, originally this was only available on your computer. You had to sit down, type up YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, whatever you want to watch. Normally you're sitting at a desktop, or if you're lucky enough you have a laptop and you can sit on your couch and watch it. But now you can, if you have it in your room, you can be laying in your bed, all on your blankets, just laying there. All you need is a controller, and hit it. It's very convenient now, so the convenience is so much better for consoles. With this, I think that there might be because of all these things, I wouldn't say due to these statistics coming up, but there might be you might see a rise in console purchases, not because of the games, which is what most of us will buy consoles for, like you want to play the new Uncharted or the Dead Rising, which you can get on PC now, but originally Dead Rising, Titanfall, anything like that. But now a lot of people are buying them over PCs. They're cheaper. The controller is more accessible. I'm not saying it's better than a mouse and keyboard. I'm just saying it's more user friendly than a mouse and keyboard. Like somebody who's, say, your dad or your mom. Your dad or your mom's not going to sit down and play a game of League of Legends with you. However, you sit down on the couch, you have two controllers, you'll pull up a game of Madden or MLB or some other game. Wii U does that very well. Sit down, have a game with your friends. Easy. Doesn't require two setups, stuff like that. But yeah, I think we'll see a large increase of console purchases because of these apps that are becoming more prominent now. Netflix is huge. I use, if I'm not playing games on my console, the other thing I use it for is Netflix. That's just, it's just so easy to, you're playing a game, you're like, I'm done now. Queue up Netflix, at least on the PS4, queue up Netflix, it suspends that app of that game. So you're like, I'm done playing this. I'm going to go back to Destiny, or I'm going to go back to Diablo, or MLB, or Madden, or whatever. You close Netflix, open it back up, right there you are on your game. You can hit play again, and you're good to go. I believe that Xbox does a similar thing, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, just with the new releases, the release of the new consoles, it makes internet access much easier for people. But that statistic could have been absolutely nothing. But we'll have to wait and see as to how the market, I wouldn't say addresses, how the market's going to react to this info coming out. Whether PC is going to drop off, which I highly doubt that will, or consoles might take I imagine consoles are going to take a slight jump, but nothing substantial. And they might take a jump anyway, because in the coming months you got Christmas is coming out. Christmas is coming up, so you're going to have that big rise, and that might even be helped by this new info that say a 20-year-old guy living by himself, or let's make this a little older, like 30-year-old guy living by himself, 30-year-old woman, not to discriminate because women are a large portion of the gaming industry now. Someone 30 years old, you're kind of on the fence, like, do I want to buy a console? Do I not? This knowledge of I can use these apps on my console plus play games might spur people to buy these consoles now, other than just no, I think I'll wait. But as always, I encourage you to be an informed consumer. Don't go out and buy a PS4 because you're like, this is a PS4. I like PS3, so I might as well do this. No, you should definitely do your research on the hardware. What Xbox One has over PS4 and vice versa. But you're sinking $400 into one purchase. Do your research because you don't want to be burned by a bad decision. You might want to look at what games are coming out that are exclusives, or the hardware like that's actually inside. Just small things like that can make a world of difference when you're trying to decide whether or not you want to buy a PS4 and Xbox One. Personally, I had a PS3 and an Xbox 360. I think 360 was a better platform for, like you get on, you want to play with your friends. The party system was much better on 360 as compared to PS3. But that being said, in my opinion, I'm not speaking for everybody, but the exclusives tend to be better on PS3. There actually might have been more than on 360. The ones that I can think of the top of my head, all the Metal Gears except for Rising Revengeance, the Uncharted series, which Uncharted 4 is coming out in 2015. The Last of Us, which was remastered, released this summer. And I'm sure there's plenty of other games out there that I just can't think of off the top of my head. But then you got 360 with the Halo franchise, Gears of War franchise. The Gears of War franchise is actually 100% on 360. But that's the reason I bought a PS4 is one of my friends who was not going to get both decided that he wanted to get the PS4 for, I don't remember his reason. I think PlanetSide 2. That might have been his only reason. That and Warframe. 2 free-to-play games. One's out, one's not. Good to you. Just go look them up on YouTube. They're great games. So he went with the PS4, and I mean, if he's getting a PS4, I don't want to get an Xbox One because I want to play with my friends. That's probably a good thing to do as well. Talk to your friends like, what are you buying? What? Why? And then discuss with your friends like, all right, if there was a group of 3 of us, one of them decided to get the PS4. I was 100% okay with that because I didn't really care one way or another. He was getting the PS4. I was like, all right, fine, I'll get the PS4. Great decision. I love it. Yeah, I love the controller. I love the system itself. Haven't actually played an Xbox One, so I can't say anything on the contrary. And our third friend also got it later than both me and him. But still, we play it a lot. We have a good time. So that's consoles are there for your enjoyment. So don't while it's important to be informed and know like what's in the consoles and what's coming out for them. Just talk to your friends who also are thinking about buying, because I mean you play video games to have fun. So why not talk to them? That way you can all play together on the same console and just make it simpler on yourself. I've rambled on enough about consoles and the console war. Guess we'll just move on to the concluding segments of today's program, of today's podcast, rather. We'll talk about the releases, which by the time you've heard this, it'll already be out. But Shadow of Mordor is releasing on Xbox One and PS4 and PC. It is set to come out in November, I believe, for the other consoles, 360 and PS3. And Super Smash Bros., the newest one for your 3DS, comes out this coming week as well. That's it. That's it for the releases. It's a slow week. November is probably when they'll start to pick up a little bit more. Towards the end of October, they kind of pick up as well. Like we said earlier, Alien Isolation comes out. The Evil Within comes out. So be on the lookout on YouTube for those. My next purchase will definitely be Samurai Warriors. I quite enjoy those games. I got sucked in with Dynasty Warriors Gundam. I'm a huge Gundam fanatic. That's just my 2 cents. I've always loved Gundam, love all of them. So I was like, all right, we got a video game with Gundam. I'll give it a whirl. So I played it. I got the first one, played it, loved it. Got the next 2, same thing. Even same things but better. So I like the Dynasty Warriors, or rather the Warriors franchises. You got Dynasty Warriors, Irachi Warriors, Samurai Warriors, and then the Gundam series. So that would probably be my next purchase. That would probably be my last video game purchase before Christmas. But That's that. The release is. I'm trying to get a one of my friends on here who's going to get Shadow of Mordor. I want to have like him a first hand like review of it. Like, this is why I like it. These are the problems I have with the game. It's nice to have that first impressions and live straight from the source. Otherwise, you're just gonna hear me reiterating what you've probably already heard on YouTube. But that's it for today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me for the majority of the time. Thanks for sticking with us. Remember, leave comments in the comments below. I'll read them. I'll try to tweak the podcast so that it's more appealing for you guys. So tune in next week. Grab that XP and level up. All right, guys. See you later.